Hello everybody and welcome. K-Doc Rock here, and in today's video we have finally got the new intel that we can go over. I've been waiting for this for a while, as I'm sure a lot of you have. But if we click into our missions tab, we now have two new intel: outside influence and the war room. This one will be covering outside influence, and we're going to learn the history of the chemical threat. Our first objective: find the location in the message Ghost sent you, and we'll click on that and view this. And here we have an image of the quarry, and it looks like we are clear over on the eastern side of the quarry, up on the rocky ledge, and there you can see the gold coin. So that is where we are going to be headed for our first piece of intel. And I'm just marking a random location in that general vicinity. The actual location that I marked here is a little bit south of this, but we will pinpoint that for you here in just a moment. And here at that ledge there is the intel, the gold ghost coin, and give you an exact location here.
Marking waypoint coordinates.
And there we go. That is the pinpoint location there for you at the quarry on that eastern ledge here. But as always, want to click your appropriate button and go ahead and pick up that piece of intel. And you'll get that ghost notification up in the top right corner, intel collected, and letting you know that you have that first piece. And for some reason mine popped up twice, but this entire mission has been very problematic for me. And I don't know if it's just a PS4 issue or what. But back into our mission tab, our second piece of intel, ARM 3-1 left intel on an apartment rooftop, and we click on that and we get a note: Z using arm assist to launch an attack. We're running out of time. ARM 3-1 has intel. Apartment roof southwest of Atlas Market. So here we are going to go to the apartment building that is just southwest of the Atlas Superstore and mark that on the map, and of course we're going to be landing on the rooftop as indicated by the note. And here on this corner where it is painted with the SOS, we have the intel there at this backpack. Go ahead and click on that, and we can collect our second piece of intel. And there is our ghost message letting us know that that is collected. And back into our mission tab for the third intel: shipments were tracked to quarry. And we get another note when clicking on that: track shipments to the quarry, block 2B, using the old rail lines, moving more than nuclear materials. So we are headed back to the quarry at this point once again. And I'm going to be marking a random landing spot here once again at the quarry. But right where my cursor is at this moment, that block of buildings there, the three, that is actually 2A, 2B, and 2C. And I'm going to zoom in on 2A, because this is the building you actually want to go in. You don't want to go in 2B, you want to go to the bottom floor here in 2A, and click on this computer, and that is going to be our third piece of intel collected.
Enemy UAV overhead.
And we're going to go back into our missions tab for our fourth intel. XX chemicals were being stored, and here we click on that, and excess moved to warehouse 3 and Atlas store. And there's some various other locations where it's been stored at. But we are headed to the Atlas Superstore, and the quickest way is to go in through the side window there, right into the middle section of the Atlas store. And there you can see right in front of me a huge canisters and containers of, I'm guessing this is at this stage Nova 4 and not Nova 6. But clicking on the document there on the side of the crate, we have collected our fourth piece of intel. And then back at our missions tab, our fifth installment here for intel: shipments arrive via the Verdansk port. Click on that, and here we get a hazardous materials sticker or document. Some various information on it: source offshore, destination Verdansk, quantity 300, description Nova 4, and it was approved by Port Authority Lock 18. And scrolling down, we just get some other little details there. Mention quantity, and so on and so forth. But here we're actually going to be headed to the lock, which is the land lock that lets boats in and out and raise the water level. Those boats can navigate through. But you'll actually want to go inside the actual lock right next to the port. And each of the doors are numbered, and you can see 17. And then just to the right of that, that is lock 18. And a little further over to the right in the recess session, that is cut out there in the side. This is actually where we want to head. And there you can see our icon for the intel, and it's once again a little backpack. Click on that and we will have collected our 5th piece of intel. And back at our missions tab for number 6, a prisoner in the gulag had intel on the chemicals origins. And we'll click on that, and here we get a shipping manifest and some various information, the manifest ID, billing number. We have some different dates and times, descriptions, all barrels, port of origin, offshore island somewhere. So I'm guessing that's referring to Rebirth Island. And then quantities there. The prisoner in the gulag spoke of an island, kept in a cell until they made him fight. Could hold a clue, but only way in is to get thrown in. So for this particular one, we need to go into a regular battle royale game. And you can do this solo, duos, trios, quads, however you can get it done, because this one is very, very problematic, and I will show you why here in just a moment. But yeah, we need to get thrown into the new gulag area. And here I'm showing you a couple attempts that had gone bad. And the reason being is because the intel icon was not able to be picked up. And you'll see here in just a moment why. It was not in the appropriate spot where it should have been. And you can see it's just floating there off to the side off of this walkway going across the top of the arena. And I could not interact with it. So, another try at it, and see what happens again. And down the wrong scaffolding or walkway that time. But it is supposed to actually be over off of this one, but on the wall. And there you saw it floating off again in the distance past the wall. So, after several attempts, and I'm guessing maybe 50-60 tries, this is the one that it finally worked on. The icon was actually in an area where I could actually grab it at the end of the walkway, and just off on the corner of the wall. But this has been very problematic for me on PS4. Don't know if PC or Xbox players have encountered this, so I'm interested to find out. Let me know in the comments. But intel collected for number 6, and we're going to be moving on to number 7. And for number 7, the prisoner left us a message. And we click on that, and we can see scrawled into some stone bunker 1 with the code 972641138. So I'm guessing that's why the intel that we collected there was supposed to be on the side of the wall. But heading to bunker 1, which that intel is very misleading. So we'll go ahead and go into bunker 1. And we'll put in our code of 972641138. And I'm purely showing you this just for reference, that this is not where you want to go for this 7th piece of intel. And actually, shout out to Geeky Pastimes for working it out and actually figuring it out, So shout out to him. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Go and show him some support on his channel. But taking a look around here in Bunker 1, there's just nothing but the loot boxes. There are no icons that pop up for us to collect intel anywhere. And like I said, just showing you purely for reference, just so you know that this is also something that I don't know if it's bugged or if they intentionally threw it that way and threw us just to throw us off. But I wouldn't think that they would do that. I don't know for sure. But it's kind of strange they would give us a clue that would lead us straight to Bunker 1, and there's no intel here to collect at Bunker 1, and it's actually in Bunker 3. So very strange indeed why that occurred, but this is where you'll actually want to head. Bunker 3, which I'm sure most of you know by now, is down inside here. This last door. And had to fight my way through here. Going to another hot zone. Was a hot zone. Bunker 3. That was Superstore. But here at Bunker 3, you want to enter the code 876248551. And once doing so, make your way right through the door once it is open and wrap yourself right around to the right, and there will be a select intel icon up on a table and looking at a board with some information on it. And there we go. We have collected our 7th piece of intel, and this is also buggy as for when the intel collected actually appears. So just make sure you do see that appear on your screen before you leave this area if you're going for this particular one. And there it finally popped, intel collected. So there is our 7th piece of intel. And then of course heading back into our missions tab after this, the 8th and final piece, Zakhaev has his target, and we click on that and we get a huge document, letter, Committee for State Secretary, status of Nova program in Verdansk. Background: Nova was developed under Dr. Frederick Steiner, German. Dr. Steiner defected to USSR at the end of World War II. His work was allowed to continue in secret as tensions with the West increased. Verdansk: after consideration, Moscow has agreed to suspend operations in Verdansk. Reports from operatives on the ground suggest Perseus is after control of facility. In response, IZ sealed entrances and exits to prevent Perseus from acquiring weapons. Nova: last communication before IZ went dark. I will not let Perseus turn the world against us. And then we're going to scroll down so we can read the rest of this. And the future of Nova. Nova production to resume on Vozrozdeniya Island. Reference: Project Rebirth. Currently, the effects of one strain, Nova 6, have shown somewhat volatile. Nova 4 has been requested for wartime trials. So it looks like through the process here they've been transporting Nova 4 and converting it to Nova 6 to be more lethal. And I'm guessing the latitudinal and longitudinal coordinates we're getting here are for Rebirth Island. Abort code active until 40 kilometer from target. So not exactly sure what that means and what that really ties to, but I guess if I'm looking at this, it kind of refers to Rebirth Island, and we are gonna be getting an abort code. But that is all 8 pieces of intel. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, drop a like on it and let me know that it did. Thanks for watching. Bye.